And you have this norovirus infection now, that upper respiratory. Looks like you got kind of a viral pneumonia going on. And I think that's triggering that heart failure to get worse. So when your heart doesn't relax quite as well, it doesn't pump the fluid forward because it's not filling in between each beat. So then that fluid can back up into the lungs, and with that pneumonia on top of it, your lungs are really filling up with a whole bunch of junk and fluid and everything, which is why you're needing so much oxygen. You also had some pretty bad, I would say, chronic kidney disease before. Your kidneys, at baseline are not functioning all that well.
Mm-hmm.
And your kidneys, with all this and with everything that's going on, and the heart not working so well, the heart failure getting worse, kidneys took a hit too. So you were already, there's 5 stages of kidney disease. 5 is the worst. So you were at 1, 2, 3, 4 already, and with this hit, 5 is like end stage kidney disease, or kidneys not working anymore. So that's not always permanent, but I think right now we're kind of in that acute renal failure almost stage, and that the big reason that's important is because of the fluid. The kidneys is where you get all your fluid taken out with the urine, and that's how you get rid of extra fluid. Right now, the big problem is too much fluid, pretty much everywhere, in the heart and the lungs, too much fluid everywhere. So I know they gave you some diuretic, a water pill through the IV last night, and then they gave you a heftier dose, a bigger dose this morning. So the big goal right now is to try and get more fluid out, and hopefully there's enough kidney function left that we can use the kidneys to do that. That's what that water pill works through the kidneys. We are going to ask the kidney specialist to come by and see you too, because like I said, you were at stage 4, and with that injury, I don't know, the kidneys are not doing so well right now. And if we're not able to get fluid out with diuretics, if the kidneys just aren't working enough at all to get fluid out through the kidneys, then we'd have to ask the kidney specialists about looking at some other ways to get this extra fluid out. The heart doctors are seeing you too, and they're kind of helping us dose these diuretics and try and get that fluid out and help with medications for the heart function.
There's about 400 out.
400. Okay. That's some at least. Yeah, there's some. It's only been about an hour since you got that med, so that's okay. So let's see, that you'll keep making urine and diuresin from that for about 6-7 hours from that dose. So I'm going to plan on doing another dose of the IV diuretic this afternoon, and that's going to be our big goal today, is just getting fluid out. Is she on a fluid restriction? For diet?
I was not told that she is, but
yeah, we'll do that too. I'm going to give you a pretty strict fluid restriction, so no, not drinking too much water. Let's do about 1.5 liters for today. So that's about three total cups of fluid of that
Didn't you say she can't?
cup that they give you there. So let's not drink too much today. Let's
just
do the
fiber restricted is all that's
Fiber.
on
Can we do a liter, 1.5 liter
Yep.
for 24 hours?
there.
Didn't they
So
say
fiber
she was
restricted,
having trouble
1.5
swallowing?
mil.
Fluid restricted?
Yeah.
Didn't they say she was having trouble swallowing, so she's not drinking?
Okay. We'll do.
Take
Are you still having trouble swallowing when you drink?
Well, yeah. And they help me with the sponge.
Yeah,
but
she
I
hasn't
can't
been.
drink from a cup. Yeah.
She can't swallow. She's having trouble swallowing, so she hasn't been drinking from a cup. She's just had the sponge on her lips.
Oh, okay. So not been drinking much anyway. Is that new, the problem swallowing? In the last couple of
Because she
days?
can't breathe.
No. Okay. Yeah. So that, overall, I think it's that combination of the heart not working so well and the heart acting up, and then the kidneys taking a hit too. Both of those, all your fluid balance and keeping fluid moving in the right direction and getting rid of fluid and just overall managing fluid is all the heart and the kidneys, both of which are not doing so well right now. So,
I
hey,
knew the kidneys were, but I didn't know there was anything wrong with my heart.
there wasn't a ton wrong with it a couple years ago, and we're still waiting on that repeat ultrasound of the heart, but I have a high suspicion that the heart's doing a little bit worse now, and it's mostly with that trouble relaxing. But we'll see how the squeeze is. If it just had trouble relaxing, if it's having trouble squeezing now, then the combination can kind of tip you over for sure. So we're still waiting on some of the tests. We're going to have the heart doctors. They saw you yesterday. We're going to ask the kidney doctors to see you today too. But I think the main thing we need to focus on right now is getting all this extra fluid out however we can. I'm glad that you are making some urine on the IV medication. Yeah. So,
Question.
yeah.
If she has fluid in her lungs, can't you put a tube in her lungs? to do
So
that?
it's not if there's like the lungs, and the lungs are in a capsule, and if it's fluid underneath the lung pushing up, you can stick a needle in that and drain it. But her fluid is all in the tissue. It's not there's no like free pocket of fluid that we could drain. It's all in the lungs and in the tissue.
You just got to be difficult. That's where I get it from.
She's like a saint, really.
I'm breathing a little bit easier
Are you?
than I was this morning.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
So I don't know what they give me for it, but whatever it is, I hope they have more of it.
Well, it's probably that stuff that's making you pee is probably what's helping.
She rested a little bit too. She said she didn't sleep all night.
I
We
believe it.
told her
Yeah.
to just be quiet and rest.
Probably nobody on the floor did.
Doc, would you be opposed to, for the air hunger, I know they gave a one-time order for Dilaudid, would you be opposed to having like a PRN order?
We could do morphine.
Morphine?
She doesn't
She can't have morphine.
Do morphine?
She's
Definitely a Pepsi
oh,
bottle.
that's it. Yeah. She was hallucinating. They were stuffing her in a Pepsi bottle. So that she was,
I don't do well with it either.
Yeah, we could do 0.5 of the Dilaudid. Maybe Q4.
And I'm sorry, Doc, what's your
Wins.
Wins?
WHY.
0.5 Q4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
thank you. She's just very adamant that she didn't want morphine.
Okay. Yeah, the Dilaudid's a little stronger than morphine, so we'll be kind of cautious with that, because that can make the breathing a little bit harder if we get too much of that too. So that's kind of our main focus today, getting that fluid out. And like I said, I hope that IV medicine that they gave you this morning is working. I'm going to dose it again this afternoon. If we can't get the fluid out and it's getting a lot worse, I know Dr. Wolf talked to you about BiPAP this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of the forcing air into the lungs. Sometimes that can help with the pressure, can help push some of the fluid out a little bit too. But we won't do that unless we have to.
Good.
But if we can keep you breathing and keeping you, a big thing will be staying calm and relaxed throughout the day, just to keep your breathing down. Let the fluid drain out. If we can get some more out of the urine, just let that fluid drain out. Yeah, the big thing is staying calm and just taking long, big breaths. So, and we'll use the Dilaudid to help us with that too. We'll see what the kidney doctors say. If we need the BiPAP, we can do that. If they think there's another way we can get the fluid out, then we can talk about those kinds of things too. But I think we can get by, hopefully, with the diuretics today.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Just so I can breathe.
Yeah, I am glad that you're feeling better from this morning, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I take a listen to you?
Sure.